Hi everyone, this is Ida of Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. If you are not 18 years or older, this video content is not intended for you. Please stop watching. I have a project share. I've been working on flowers and I actually did create some Happy Mail and I didn't record any of it, so I didn't share any of it, but it'll turn up and you guys will get to see it when the recipient shares it. Um, anyway, and I don't think it went to a more deserving lady. She's a lady that she always supports everybody. She joins in everybody's, whether they're doing a birthday challenge, no matter what they're doing, she always participates. And she has been supporting my channel from the beginning. So I felt she was very deserving. Although a lot of you ladies are, this is one of the ladies that I really wanted to bless. And like I said, I didn't record it, but when she gets it, she'll probably share it with you guys. And I think you guys will agree with me that she does deserve it. Anyway, while I was working on her Happy Mail, I was creating, I did a Christmas theme and I had to create some poinsettias and I kind of got on a roll with that. So I want to share with you what I created. And first I'm going to share some of the things that I used. Some of the items that I used are these Stamp Pandas embossing powders. This one is called Shabby Pink and this one is Shabby Green. Anything that I can find, I will link in the description box. These are the two main colors I was using. I was trying to stay with the pinks and the mints. So I used those two. And I did use the Versamark ink pad. It's not really an ink pad, it's like glue. So I used that for, of course, the embossing powders. And I will link that in the description box. I also needed a tool that came in very handy, and that is the tweezers that, I don't know what you call them, but when you let go, when you squeeze, it opens up, but when you let go, it clamps onto whatever you're holding. So these came in very handy because that I had to use a heat gun, and it can get very hot. So I used that. I don't think I'll be able to find those, but if I find something similar, I will link it. Another one of the things that I used are, you guys remember here recently in my haul, I bought some little teeny tiny pom-poms and they were white. And I said I was going to tint them mint green and I did. And look at how beautiful they came out. They look awesome. And I actually filled a couple of the little light bulbs that I picked up because these are like little jars. So I filled them up with the little mint green. And this is truly a mint green color. Because if you look at the Santa cup that I picked up and you look at this, the colors are very, very close. So anyway, I used some of these. And I wish I had bought more because I wanted some lavender ones. And I didn't have any lavender ones. So next time I go back, I'll pick up some more. But I'm going to share the flowers that I created. Oh, got to share a couple more things with you guys. I used these two Distress inks from Tim Holtz. And it's the cracked pistachio. And that's the one I used for the mint green. Because I didn't have a true mint green. But this was like pretty close. And then I used the spun sugar for a very pale pink. And then I used, I love Tim Holtz. This is one of my all-time favorite poinsettia dies. And that is by Tim Holtz. And it is the Tattered Poinsettia. And mine came with the embossing folder. But you can buy it separate as well. You can buy the die by itself and the folder separate. But I would definitely get both. It makes the prettiest poinsettias. So I used that. And then I picked up a new die, and let me grab it really quick. I was actually going through my embellishments that I hadn't done anything with and kind of have them all scattered. One of the other things that I used is this poinsettia die right here. So it comes with this piece. It comes with a big one and a small one, and I will link this. And then it comes with this one and a small one. So it's two detail filigree work and two shadow ones. And then it came with this little piece right here. So I ended up buying two, and I'm glad that I did buy two. One thing I don't like about this die, it makes a beautiful flower, but all the little the filigree one, the detail one, I had to pick each and every piece out, even though it will cut it. And even using that brush that we use for the dies, that stuff wouldn't come out. I really literally had to use a like a sharp tool to just kind of pick everything out. And I was able to, but it was a lot of work. So let me share with you what I created. And the other flowers that I made, I didn't record, you guys, but I know that she'll share it. So you'll see them soon enough. So I was working on poinsettias. And the first ones that I created were these rose gold ones. Look how pretty they are. And I created these using that foil paper that I picked up. The one in the back is the one I picked up at Michael's in my last haul. This is white paper. Actually, it's whipped cream paper, and that's where I used the spun sugar. And then the foil one here is the other one that I picked up from Sarah Davies that I picked up at Tuesday morning, and it's a rose gold foil paper. And the little stamens on here are also by Sarah Davies. And let me share those with you. I think I have them up here. I believe I do. Yeah. And I picked these up a while back. I don't even think I shared them. But they are the rose gold flower stamens. So that's what I put in the center as the berries in these. But look at how beautiful they are. I think they came out beautiful. So the layer on the back, because of the type of glitter paper that it is, this is that glitter paper that's kind of hard to cut all the way through. And even though it cuts, a lot of times by trying to take those little pieces off, I would ruin it. So I decided to just leave them in there, but it kind of looks like it's embossed. And that's the detail cuts that are in the die. So I left all the first layer intact. The second one I did in foil, and that's easier to get out. And then the third one I did in foil, which is that little bitty one right there. And the two solid ones I did in a whipped cream color paper and used the pink, the spun sugar on it to tint it. And I don't have, like I don't just cut out my flowers and layer them. I try to give them some type of shape. So I did use a ball tool to kind of give them, you know, I twist them. And believe it or not, I take a petal and I literally twist it and then turn it over after I've done that to every petal. And I open them up with the ball tool, giving them shape. So they are a lot of work, but they're very pretty. So that's one of the ones that I created. And then I decided to make some mint green ones because I had that mint green paper. Look at how beautiful these are. I have to say these are my favorite. So again, there's that glitter paper from the same pad from Michael's. The foil paper is again from Sarah Davies. If I find it, I will link it. And then right there in the center are my little pom-poms that I tinted. And to tint those, all I did was I diluted some acrylic paint, the mint green acrylic paint in water. And I put it in a little bowl, and then I just dumped the little balls in there, although it did take quite a while to dry because, you know, they're made of cotton or something, and they absorb all that water. So if you're going to tint them, I would recommend that you dilute it in a spray bottle and just spray them, lightly spray them, because it absorbs the color quickly. So that's probably the way I'll do it next time. But look at how beautiful these are. Now this again is truly that mint color. Very, very pretty. I love the way they came out. So again, I left the background solid. I didn't take out the little pieces. The foil one I did, and that's the one on top I did. And then, of course, the whipped cream color using the cracked pistachio distress ink. So there's the mint green one. And then I decided to do a lavender one. It's your flower. You can make it any color you want. So I decided to go ahead and make a lavender one. And again, that's this. I use the same paper pad for all of them. There's the foil. And then of course the whipped cream. And I added for this one, I did have the little dewdrop by Memento, and it's called it's lavender. So that's the color I use for the lavender ones. And again, I left everything in the glitter die cut. On the foil, I took everything out. I didn't have any little lavender balls, but there is that little stamen piece, and you can see it right in there in the lavender one. That is, it's in the center there. Until I get some lavender little balls or something, then I'll put them in there. But I love, love, love the way these came out. So I was very happy with them. And I was going to try and offer them in my shop, in my Etsy shop. But guys, they were a lot of work. They were very time consuming. So I changed my mind on that really, really quick. So that's one of the ones that I created. Now, the other ones that I created, here's another one that I created. And I only did the one, because this was actually the first one I made, and I wasn't sure if I was liking it or the color combination, but I only created one of those. But it's pretty. The other thing that I did, you guys remember I just hauled this from Hobby Lobby, these poinsettia flowers, and they're actually plastic. And they were 50% off, so I ended up paying $1.99, and you get 6 of them in the pack. And these are plastic. And the stamen in the center is plastic as well. So I took it apart, and I will share with you how I used it. I created these. I hope you can see them. This is the Tim Holtz die, and I did do the Shabby pink embossing powder on it, and on the back layer only. And then I layered another paper layer, and then I did the plastic poinsettia, and I used my heat gun to get it to lay flatter because they're kind of sticking up, and I wanted them to curl down towards the poinsettia. So I used my heat gun, and it softened them up. And then I did another paper one, and then I used the center that was on the plastic flower. But I think these ended up really, really pretty. I'll show you one that is outside of the package so you can get a closer look at it. Actually, 2 of them. Here's the pink one. Look at how pretty that is. I hope that the lighting is okay. Might not be. But there's the pink one, and I did use the Shabby pink embossing powder on the back layer, and then everything else I didn't. So there it is in pink. And then I decided to make a mint green one. So there is the one in the mint green. And they are so pretty. And what I did with these, I actually cut them out with the Tim Holtz tattered poinsettia die. And then I went ahead and embossed them. And after I took them out of the embossing folder, you know, the areas that are raised, all I did was kind of just rub them with the little daubers in whatever color I was using. And after I did that, I got my Versamark, and I just kind of flipped it over on the side that I was coloring, that was going to be the front of my flower, and I dabbed all the petals on that back layer in the Versamark, and then I just sprinkled the embossing powder and then heat set it. That's all I did because I didn't want to disturb the raised areas on it, and that's what I did with those. And then this is another one that I created, and this one I did it all I did all the petals, all the layers, the same, dabbing in the Versamark, and then pouring the embossing powder on top and heat setting it. And then the center, I did use the paper center from the Heartfelt Creation flower, and added little rhinestones or gems to it. So that's another one that I created. All in all, I'm very happy with the results of my flowers. But and this die is available right now because I just got mine in, and I will link them in the description box. But just so you know that you are going to have to work pretty hard on taking all the little pieces out, and I mean each and every little one I had to poke out with a pokey tool. So you got your work cut out for you as far as that goes. But does it make a beautiful flower? Absolutely. The results speak for themselves. But it is kind of tedious. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this gives you ideas. And I was talking to my friend Jackie, who is Metallark001, and she was saying that she thought the Dollar Tree had some flowers similar to this. So you might be able to find some of those flowers that you can pull apart and layer them with your paper flowers. So that would be a great idea as far as that goes. I don't have a Dollar Tree near me, so you know, I picked up the one pack, and once my pack is gone, it's gone. But see how they stick up? Once you take a heat gun to them, they will actually droop down. So, and they're very soft and pliable, even though they're not really stiff right now, but they do get softer with the heat gun. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone is having a great day, and I hope, like I said, that this gives you ideas on your, if you're working on Christmas, this will give you a great idea for Happy Mail, because I would definitely use these as far as Happy Mail goes, but I would not create them to sell them because they are a lot of work. Thanks for watching. Bye.